"It is too heavy," says the canvas. "You lack restraint." Right away, Siken personifies the canvas. The whole poem is told from this inanimate object's perspective. The heaviness described seems to refer to thick layers of paint, a technique known as impasto. But rather than the carefully curated strokes in a Van Gogh piece, for example, the application in this work seems messy, as if an artist full to the brim with ideas, without any regard for what they were really doing, immediately drew up his brushes and threw his paints haphazardly onto the canvas. The canvas responds to this brashness with "you lack restraint," a kind of critical scolding that wouldn't sit well with most unrefined artists, unaccustomed to criticism, especially from the tool through which they wish to capture the world. The poem continues. "I was sleeping in whiteness, drifts of snow, and you woke me and told me your dream, my blank face upturned, listening." Moving on further, the canvas likens its initial blank state to falling snow, drawing on natural references and imagery, something Siken does throughout War of the Foxes. As forceful and brash the artistic impulse seemed in the first lines, in this one the canvas seems to show some semblance of eagerness, willing to at the very least understand the artist and become a collaborative partner in the process. In these lines, artistic creation is conceptualized as the realization of dreams, a metaphor all artists are familiar with. "You came to me while we were sleeping. We were both sleeping, and you asked me to hold this for you. I am holding this for you." The final lines of the poem re-establish art as a communal relationship between the artist and the medium he wishes to speak through, but there's an almost twist of perspective in the reading. The way the canvas repeats to the artist, "I am holding this for you," makes it seem like this is almost a burden it takes on willfully perhaps, but a burden nonetheless. For this, we can look to Turpentine's volatile, hazardous qualities. Too much can be poisonous, cause skin allergies, or even be flammable. If we flip this framing of the piece, starting back at the beginning, the heaviness described can be read not as layers of paint, but an initial coat of turpentine. The piece grows ominous and darker with this improved context. In our quickness to unleash our art, our ideas and perspectives, our burden onto the very thing we love, we risk destroying it and ourselves. The ideas we seek to capture seem too much for the medium to handle, too overwhelming. So in order to accurately depict them, both the poet and the artist lean on abstraction.